today we're talking about the 10 best players in the NBA currently. I think we're gonna start with honorable mentions, and Rowan will go with you first.
Alright, so I have 5. They aren't really in order. I have reasoning for all of them. Devin Booker. I don't have Devin Booker in. I was considering him or Chris Paul, and I feel like Chris Paul has just done more for the team. If you look at team success, Devin Booker had the Suns as his own team, and they never made the playoffs. Chris Paul came and then he fixed that. So I have Chris Paul in the top 10 instead of Devin Booker. And I have Jimmy Butler in here. I would have put him in the top 10. He's not that talented though. He's just loud. Donovan Mitchell, if the Jazz were the first or second seed, he would be in the top 10, but they aren't. They're not doing as good this year. And then same with Trae Young. They may not even make the playoffs, so that's why I don't have Trae Young in there. And the last one is DeMar DeRozan. I don't have DeRozan in there because the Bulls are falling off right now, and he's their best player, and they're slumping right now. If they were still the 1 seed, I'd have him in the top 10.
Okay.
You stole all my honorable mentions.
Alright, I'll go now. These aren't in order either, but I'm gonna go with Cat. Cat's been doing very well, but he couldn't make the top 10 just because there's other players that I had to put in there, and Cat's just not one of them. So, and then another one is Donovan Mitchell, the player, but again, he's just not as good as all these other players in the top 10. Another one is Kyrie. The reason why Kyrie isn't in here is because he hasn't even played half of the season just because of the vaccine.
COVID protocols.
Yes. And then of Trae Young. Trae Young, he's been doing great, but again, just not as well as all the other players in the top 10.
I'll go next.
Okay, I'll go next. Okay, go ahead, Eli.
Alright, I only put 3 honorable mentions because I thought of them off the top of my head. It's Chris Paul, Trae Young, and Jason Tatum. They've all been leading their teams really well this season. They've done really well, so I just wanted to put their names in there just to give them a
You
mention.
didn't put Jason Tatum in your top 10.
Okay, bud. Alright, I'll go next. My honorable mentions, DeMar DeRozan, pretty much, he's just
Yeah, you know,
as good as all
well,
other
I'm gonna fix
players.
this.
Yeah.
The Bulls are kind of falling off.
I'm gonna fix this because I don't think DeRozan's top 10. So actually, I'll say DeRozan's an honorable mention, and Jason Tatum is gonna move in there.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Trae Young, cause
Real quick, I meant to put DeRozan in my honorable mentions, but I didn't say.
okay. Trae Young, his team same thing as Rowan. His team might not make the playoffs, and he's just not as good as the other 10. Donovan Mitchell, just not as good as the other 10, and Devin Booker, he's just not as good as his other 10. So that's it. Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll
Aaron,
take
do you
it
have any
again.
honorable mentions?
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go with Cat. He leads his team pretty well. I've watched one of his games. He got like 3 threes. He was really good. And then,
Yeah, he dropped 60.
yeah, so it's great. And then Chris Paul is there because he's not a top 10 player, but he's still really good. And same with Booker, he's there too. Same with him. And then Butler, I would just wanted to put him in the top 10 so bad, but I just couldn't. Donovan Mitchell, same as Rowan.
Oh, Barrett, I have to ask you something.
What?
How are Devin Booker and Chris Paul not your top 10? The Suns have 60 wins this season.
Yes,
Bro, it's complicated. It's complicated. Okay.
Okay. I'll trust you. Okay, I get you. I got you. I got you.
All right. And DeMar
Alright.
DeRozan.
Oh my god. Let's see that.
And then Kyrie Irving. Same as Rowan. I want to put. I tried my best on the top 10.
Y'all
Alright.
gonna get mad at my number 10, so I'm not
Yeah,
going
me
first.
too. Same with me.
I'll go
Alright.
first.
I think we're all okay.
Alright.
Go ahead, Caleb.
My 10 is Jason Tatum. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan. I love Jason Tatum, but I can't put him at the
Hey,
front
I
of the list.
have him higher than that. I don't know.
Me too.
I
have him higher than that. I have him fairly high.
Alright.
Me and
alright.
Caleb.
You didn't even
My
have him in the
top-
top
My
10.
10 My 10 is
Yeah,
Kyrie
but I switched him
Irving.
with the DeRozan.
My 10 is Kyrie Irving because whenever he has played, he's gone so insane that it would be a disgrace not to put him in the top 10.
Yeah, I put Kyrie
Yeah.
as my 10 too. Again, he's just been going off. That I had to at least put him in there.
I didn't
I had
put
to put
Kyrie
him
in there because he's been injured and stuff so much, so I just
Yeah.
couldn't.
I had to put him in
your 10.
honorable mentions.
I put Jason Tatum as my 10.
I had to
that's
put
fair,
Kyrie in
fair.
my honorable mentions just because he hasn't played half of the season, and
That's
even though he's
fair.
been
Alright,
going
alright.
off, he hasn't played half the season. So
Y'all ready to hear my 10?
Just your number 10.
Yeah, no, my number 10 is LeBron James.
Alright, of course.
what?
My number 10 is
Bye.
LeBron James because look at this. Y'all said like
He's
y'all based
just a
some of this off
LeBron
of team
hater.
success.
I'm not
I'm a
basing it
LeBron
off
LeBron
of
hater
LeBron.
too, but I'm still.
Yeah, I'm a-
Y'all, if y'all did this at all off of team success, the Lakers are the
I kind of
Lakers are
did.
10th
I have Kyrie and
They're
KD,
below
but they're the
500. They have
8th seed. They're the
31
8th
wins on the
seed.
season. They're the 10th seed.
Yeah, 10 seed.
Clippers are the 8th seed. Pelicans are the 9th seed. Lakers are the 10th seed. They have 31 wins and 42 losses.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
that's okay, but I don't know
But
if
they're
I'll
also,
put him at 10.
but he's also just
He's
going
also LeBron
off.
James.
he
He had Kobe over LeBron in his all-time top 10.
Yes, and I think LeBron is the third best player of all time, but I just don't think he's better than any of these other people that I put in front of him.
Alright. We'll just go in the same order. So Caleb, then me, then Eli, then Brock, then Baron. Alright, so
Baron then
9.
Brock.
Okay.
It was Baron then Brock.
Alright, so Caleb, who's your number 9?
number 9 is Devin Booker.
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah, he's still doing really well. He had like 49 points last night. His team's number 1 seed, and he's leading them, I think. So, be at number 9.
I would have, if I had put one more person in there instead of Kyrie, it would have been Devin Booker.
That's
But
true, me
I
too.
just, yeah.
I was debating it.
I have Chris Paul at number 9, speaking of Suns players.
I put
Just like, it
Jason
feels
Tatum
like-
at number 9.
If he wasn't injured for a lot of the season, I would have had him higher. But, I mean, they do have 60 wins, so
I agree.
it'd be dumb not to put one of them in there. So,
Yeah, no,
I
I
have Chris Paul
put
at 9.
I put JT at 9.
It's
Kind of
Tatum, okay.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, I feel like the
Baron, what about you?
You can make an argument for him to be higher, but I have people. over him.
Celtics only have 3 losses since the new year, so I'm just saying.
This is so hard.
Yeah,
this is so
So-
hard.
At number
going
9,
off, which makes me very
this
happy.
is going to create some argument, but Joel Embiid.
That's fine. I agree. He has more more free throws per game than points. So
Alright,
No,
that's what
no,
I'm saying.
No, more free throws this season than regular field goals.
oh okay,
Yeah, but I just,
which
like,
is just
I
ridiculous.
couldn't put Joel Embiid any higher. I put him at number 9.
I have him pretty low too. All right, your turn, Brock.
My number 9 is Kyrie. I wasn't gonna put him in there because of the vaccine mandate, but that's not his fault.
Yeah.
You know, like he's doing what he thinks is best for him, and it's not his fault that he can't play. And when he's played, he has performed.
Yes,
so
very
it's
well.
not his fault.
It's only away
It's
games
not-
too. It's not like he's getting cheered on. He's getting booed.
Yeah, and it's not his fault that he's not being able to play. But when he is being able to
I
play,
hate this.
getting to
This is
get
so
on the
hard.
court, he's performing at a very high level, and so I have him as number 9.
Yep. All right, number 8. Caleb, you start.
For number 8, I had Luka Doncic.
That's
He's
kinda
been going
low.
off.
That low, bro?
That's low. That's low. But there's so many other players like there's MVP candidates and there's people that are going off currently more than Luka is. And I know he's low, but I had to have him at 8.
I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I guess I forgot to put Luka in here, so just excuse that, please.
Okay.
I just forgot about him.
I'd put him instead of Chris Paul for sure.
Yeah,
No, you
I
won't.
have Luka. I'll put him in front of Chris Paul, and my number 8 is Embiid. I put him in front of. I'll put Luka at 8, and everyone else moves back, and Kyrie's at 11.
This is so hard.
Alright.
Okay.
So
So my
So,
number 8,
Eli.
I went ahead and put LeBron at number 8 because again the whole team success thing. He's leading his team, and he's the only reason they have any wins really. But you know, I still think there are players that are better than him, and so I just figured this is a fitting spot for him right now.
That's your turn,
Over
right?
to you.
Alright. At Eli, Brock, you guys need to close your mouths for a second. I put John Morant at 7.
We're
We're at
8.
8 right now.
At 8? Well, I put him at 8 then. I got mixed up. My bad.
Okay. Well, that's for dark.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so-
terrible.
Bro, I'm sorry.
My number 8 is Jason Tatum. I had him a lot higher, but there's only 2 people above him that aren't MVP candidates, and I think one of them should definitely be an MVP candidate, and then the other one is just really, really good. So, yeah.
I don't feel like I should get
Alright.
booed
Alright.
for putting a jaw at my
No one
8
was doing it.
because
No one.
Yeah.
It is kind of
That's
low,
just-
but he has not watched a game this year, so it really isn't his fault a lot.
yes, but at the same time, I know how good he is this year.
Why is he on an NBA podcast if you haven't watched the NBA?
I've only watched a
That's
few.
okay.
I don't know.
Let's
But,
move on.
I keep
But I
up
was
with
just
Alright,
saying.
Caleb,
I'm
who's
just
your
I
number
have,
seven?
I have jaw really.
My
high,
number
just so y'all
7.
know.
Hey, listen. My number 7. Okay, y'all might get mad at me, but I'm putting Jokic behind Joel.
At
Okay.
7?
That's not too low.
Yeah,
that's
at
not too
7.
low.
That's not
Uh,
bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I also have Jokic at 7. He's kind of overrated. Here's my reasoning. Every single time there's a center that can just throw the basketball, like everyone's like, what a good pass for a big man. It's not that hard to pass the ball. The only problem is big men are usually like he's a little bit quicker than big man. He can shoot a little bit better. But if you bring the ball up and you're like if you're a center, but you bring the ball up, you're gonna get assists. And he's better than most centers at passing. He's flashier, but he's not that much better than any other center. So I have him lower. He should not win MVP.
Alright, we'll move on to Eli.
Okay, we're at 7, right?
Yep.
Okay, this is where I put Luka. I figured
That's
Mavericks
fair.
are doing pretty good. He's star of his team. I mean, there's not really too much bad to say about him, but I still think some of the players above him I would take. So,
Yeah.
Alright, Baron.
Who's at 7, man?
Alright, so my number 7 is LeBron.
Fair.
fair. That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
better.
If the Lakers
Seems
are better, I would have
Wait,
LeBron.
you said
at
LeBron
way
is
higher.
higher than John Morant?
Bro,
Whatever. Just keep going with it.
like, just don't yell. It's just like I have a bad.
Nobody yelled.
It's
Nobody yelled.
it's his opinion. I don't care.
Alright, my number 7 is Joel Embiid.
Yep.
He's dominating, but he, like Rowan said earlier, he's made more free throws this year than he's made regular field goals. So that's pretty much all I have to say on that.
Yep.
So,
He flopped
Okay,
so much.
Now at number 6, I have Joel. So, I mean, maybe a lot of his points are off free throws, but he's still getting those points. He averages almost 30 a game, and his team is succeeding very well. He's working good with James Harden, which most
James
people
Harden
can't
also
do.
has more
So,
free throws than field goals as points. This
Oh,
year, I don't know if I
he's
have-
he's still working well with James Harden, like a lot of people have to do. So I have Joel at number 6.
I can respect that. That's just my opinion. I have Joel at 9, but all right, my number 6 is LeBron.
Fair.
Not bad, yeah. It's respectable.
I would have him. I would say this. I would have him at 4 if his team was like the first or second seed.
Yeah, for sure. If the Lakers were a playoff team, then I'd have them maybe even top 3. But okay, but my number 6, I put Joel Embiid too. Similar reason Caleb said. He's just such a dominating player, and he's so valuable to his team that I can't really put him any lower than that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, it's my turn. So, at Jokic, I put him at 6 for one reason only. He can shoot, and it's not just his passing I put him there. He's a big man, he can pass, I saw him pull up and he made 2 threes in a row last night playing the Suns. He's a solid player, and I think he deserves number 6.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said about Jokic. But okay, let's go.
Anyways,
We're on number 6, right?
Yeah.
mhm.
I have Luka.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
Luka there
Respectable.
because, I mean, he has some pretty good teammates, but I mean, his team is the 4th seed,
The 5th.
and that's pretty impressive.
True.
And he's obviously the star of the team, so I just have him at 6.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
for number
okay.
5,
Fair.
for number 5, I have Giannis.
You have who?
Giannis.
You have Giannis
Giannis.
at 5?
That's
Well,
whatever.
there's just
Seriously,
players.
5?
There's players. I think there's players that are just doing better than him right now.
I don't agree
And-
with that, but I'll let you slide it.
You had
I'm
John
sure
Morant at
Kathy
like
list.
7. Don't.
He had John Moran
Yeah.
at 8.
Whatever. Keep going.
The reason why I have Giannis is there's just players above him at like right now because this is currently.
No, you had LeBron at 7. You had him at 8.
Just currently, I feel like there are some players that are doing better than Giannis right now.
My 5 is Jason Tatum.
I like that being a
That's
Celtics fan.
respectable.
I like that being a Celtics fan. But
Like,
I feel like
he's-
there's players ahead.
No, he's slightly.
Well,
I
the
mean,
Celtics, here's why.
What are you
The
talking
Celtics
about?
are the best team in the NBA since January. They have blown
Yeah.
out the Warriors and the Jazz
true.
this season. Like,
Yeah,
they're
it's
two
hard-
really good
That's
teams.
true. And Jason Tatum's average.
I mean, even
he
though
hasn't really. He's been more consistent recently.
Yeah,
Fair.
he is
No,
trying.
fair. He's not doing it anymore.
He's averaged like 36 in months.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Celtics are
My number
21 and
five-
3. Right,
My number 5, you could say this is kind of high, but it's Jokic. I mean, his team hasn't been doing as great, but they don't have Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. And so he's still a great leader. He's reigning MVP, and he's just a great player, honestly. So
As far as I'm stupid, but the Nuggets still have a player named Bones Highland, and he's kind of crazy at basketball, so that's why.
that's kind of that.
That's part of the reason Nuggets are pretty good. But yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Whoa.
Okay, Baron, go ahead.
Alright, so at 5, I put Kevin Durant. I know that's a little low, but I have some people that you guys aren't going to agree with ahead of me, but I feel like you're better.
Oh gosh.
I'm
scared.
starting to worry there's a player I forgot about on this list.
I am too.
Me too. Okay, my number 5. We're going 5, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. My number 5 is Nikola Jokic. Same as Eli's. Just because, I mean, tell me who the next best player on the Nuggets is.
Bones
Sorry.
Jamal
Highland.
Murray's
He's really good though.
He is
Jamal Murray's
really
not
good,
playing.
but he's no like.
But
Jokic's just a
could he
leader
get
of
his
that
team to the 5th seed without Jokic?
Yes.
I mean, the
No.
6th seed?
Yes.
No, he couldn't.
team. Don't.
No,
don't
that would
I'm
actually
kidding,
be
I'm
like
kidding,
the
I'm kidding.
11th siege or the
And some
12th
of
siege.
I know you said like he just throws the ball, but some of these passes make no sense. So that's why I have him, and he got a team the 6th seed, and every team.
And
above
he can
him
just
is
do he can just do
very
a
good
lot
team,
at
so-
the center position. So
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
now,
yeah.
alright, at my number 4, y'all might think he's high on this list, and it's LeBron James. I am a
Respectable.
LeBron James hater, but I have to respect the fact that he is
For what he's
averaging
done,
30 a game.
You have to realize his whole team is basically, like they're probably gonna die from old age tomorrow. But
But he still
like
averages
it
30
is
a game.
it is a lot of his fault.
And whose fault is that?
It's kind of his fault. He is the GM, but
Yeah, exactly. He recruited all of them. First of all,
That's-
second of all, his team is the 10th seed. He has a lot of talent on that team. I know they're old, but he still has a lot of talent on that team.
Russell Westbrook sells them games, and that's
Yeah.
kind of. But LeBron is
like he
playing at
takes
a
over.
very high level, and it's not. He can't control his other team. Like he can't make them be able to play at the level that they should. But he's doing his job, and so for that, he's at number 4.
And also part of the reason that the Lakers aren't as good this year is because of the flopping changes. I just want to mention that. My number 4 is John Morant.
fair.
I'm a little high.
Brock is gonna have Jaw at 1.
Oh yeah, he is. I know that. But...
I have Jaw
This is
at
tough.
4.
This is tough.
I have Jaw at 4 because the 3 players that are above him, there's no, like, he's just not better than any of them 3.
Okay,
Eli, do
my
not feel pressured to change yours. Do not feel pressured to change yours, okay, Eli?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't change yours off of other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Wait, mine's starting to be. Hold on. My number 4 is Kevin Durant.
What?
Maybe a little bit low, but I still think. I mean, especially since Kyrie's come down, he's had to take like the co-star role instead of the main star. But he's still, you can make an argument for him being higher. But I just figure that that's the best position for him.
Okay. So Baron, your turn.
Well, oh my. Okay.
That's a
Okay.
pretty
That's
high jump.
But that's like a 6-player change. But
Whatever, dude.
okay.
I mean, that's like
Going
saying,
No,
saying he
that's
doesn't
like
try
saying
to put him
five.
at number 4 and top
that's
10
like saying
players.
Wilt Chamberlain is the best player all time because the one game you watched he had 100 points, or Kobe's the best player all time because the one game you watched he had 81 points. Like,
That's true.
I mean, you can't just. Okay.
Whatever.
Or
just
Cat's the
keep
best
going.
player in the
Yeah,
league
Brock,
because he
your
had
turn.
60.
What you got, Buck?
You do you, man. My number 4 is Kevin Durant. I have him just like Eli. I'd have him higher. I don't think he's better. I think he could be better. He might be better than these 2 people I have ahead of him. But look at the team success.
That's
No, that
that's
isn't his
that's
one
fault.
game out of
that's a
one
big
He's
game
been
out of
injured.
19.
He's
Yes,
been injured.
He was injured for a lot of the year, and whenever he came back, his second option was Andre Drummond for scoring.
He was injured for like a
Yeah.
month and a half.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
like,
fair,
Seth
but
Curry's been out half the time. So like, who's he really had in his
Seth
team?
Curry just got traded over there, bro. Seth Curry just got traded over there.
Yeah, whatever he has played though, it's only been like half his games that he's played.
And
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I have Kevin Durant at 4. So,
I got Katie at 3. Ahead of them that I just think are better, and their team is more successful, and they're just better. So Katie at 3.
where'd you have John Morant, Caleb? Or have you said him yet?
yeah,
No, I
yeah,
haven't said him yet.
Wait, okay, never mind.
Who's your 3? Rowan.
Steph Curry. He slumped for a while, but I mean, if he didn't slump, I'd have him at 1. But since he slumped, I have a little bit lower than the other
that's
two.
Yeah,
true.
but it's right now. Like
I'm talking about this season.
right
No,
now.
I'm talking like
it's this
overall.
season.
I was saying right now, but okay.
Alright, is it Eli now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put Giannis at number 3.
That's what I had.
I mean-
I just switched him and I just switched Steph and Giannis. So
Yeah, now I kind of switched him. I switched him around too, but I mean the Bucks are number 2. He has some other good players on his team, yeah, but he's the leader of that team. He's the best player. He's just so dominant. He's like, it's hard not to put him. Like I almost want to put him higher, but I think this is the fair spot for him.
Wait, hold on. Rowan, if Giannis is 3 for you, or if Giannis is 2 for you, and Steph Curry is 3, who the heck is 1?
okay, well you'll hear in a second, Brocky Walkie.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
I'm
confused.
scared. Okay, it's
Okay, no. Oh no.
At 3, I have Luca because he's dominant.
Fair.
that's
And
very high.
He just,
I've
That's
watched
fine,
him
but-
play. He is
I love
unguardable.
watching him.
That's
Turning
very
into LeBron.
high.
Yes,
That's
he is totally
true.
no problem. That's personality. We're talking about, like actual like player like success.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but-
high in my
Oh.
opinion, but it's
Third.
fair.
He's a very good player, and their second best player is Jalen freaking Brunson. So I think he deserves to get high.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie's pretty underrated.
Tim Hardaway Jr. normal.
Okay, Brock, your 3.
All right then.
My 3 is Giannis. I just don't think he's better than these 2 people I have ahead of him. So
Hold on, I need to look at something before I say my number 2.
don't
It's my
change it.
turn.
Eli.
Don't change it just because somebody
No,
else said something.
No,
No,
I'm
you're not
I'm-
changing it.
Chill out,
Just
Caleb.
keep it,
Okay,
bro.
I'm just looking at some stats.
Well,
Are we
I'm gonna go ahead
are we
and
still
go.
doing number 3
My-
or are we doing number 2?
We're at 2.
We're doing
My number 2 is John Morant.
So
I
that's
have
just a little
him
bit
at
high.
2. No,
Alright.
Jaw. His team is the 2nd or 3rd seed, and he's popping off. He's playing good.
All I'm
This
gonna
seems
say is
very-
that's a little bit too high
and
for Jaw.
He doesn't have superstar mates like some other people do. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, he's led his team. He's very young, and I have to put him at 2.
I already told you guys this, but I have Giannis at 2. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty reasonable, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't really think I have to say anything else about Giannis being at 2.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah.
now this is tough because this is tough. This is tough because again I'm saying Steph Curry, okay? I'm saying Steph Curry just because of the slump recently. The Warriors are the 3 seed.
You have John
Warriors-
Moran at 1.
Chill out, okay?
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying.
Grizzlies fans.
Warriors-
Bias Grizzlies fans again.
Shut up, you idiots. Okay, just let me talk, please. I'm just saying. Curry, I would have probably had him at 1 again if it weren't for his recent slump. And if the Warriors, he's got Klay on his team, he's got Draymond, he's got a bit better of a team around him than other players. So I have him at 2.
Alright, who's your 2, Baron?
My 2 is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How
Respect.
about you, Brock?
My 2 is Steph Curry. Same reason as Eli.
Oh my
the
gosh,
recent slump
they're
really
such
brought him down.
biased
Both the Grizzlies fans have it as Jaw.
Shut up.
John Moran
That's
is the best player.
Most
in the
biased
NBA.
thing I've ever heard. He's not the
Is it-
best
is it-
in the freaking league.
Okay, you had him at 8 and you had Luka Doncic at 3, so I don't really want to
Yeah,
answer
I'm
you.
Look-
Yeah,
I'm just
Baron.
saying,
on.
John Morant. You can't, that's a fallacy, bro.
John Moran
Keep
is
going,
not
keep
the
going.
best player.
And you
in the
literally got
NBA.
kicked off the podcast for having James Harden in your top 10 all time. I don't
Shut
know why you're
up.
back, but that's okay.
I'm just trying to make a
Steph Curry
point, bro.
At the 2, because his team is the 3 seed, and he has a pretty good team, but it's still, I mean, he's obviously the best player on his team, and he would probably win MVP if it wasn't for his. It's probably gonna be Joel Embiid who's gonna be MVP. I hate that. I think that's bullcrap, but it's okay. So move on to number 1.
My number 1 is Steph Curry. Everybody goes through a slump, and Steph Curry is out of his slump now because my top 10 I just have been doing is off of literally today, and Steph is out of his slump, so I have Steph at number 1.
My 1 is
Ron,
Kevin
who's your
Durant.
Okay,
Respectable.
I
Kevin,
can respect that because
Yeah.
I feel like the top 5 are interchangeable.
yeah, they are.
Top 3 are
My-
interchangeable. John Moran is not in the top 3 though, so.
No, you gotta hear me out, okay?
Okay, bud.
My number 1, personally,
Who's John
Moran?
was gonna be Tyler Hero, but for reasons I will not specify. But then I decided,
Totally
I am
all
gonna put
right.
John Moran up there.
I cannot believe
The Grizzlies
that
fans
that
always
think,
have John
you think so. Let me go
Because
straight. You guys
the
think the Grizzlies
Grizzlies
are gonna make the NBA Finals and
just
John Moran is the
happened.
best player in the NBA?
Because
Makes
the
sense.
Grizzlies are
Makes
the
sense.
number 2 seed in the NBA.
Those
John
also
Moran,
takes
and we're
#1 seed
talking
in the
about
NBA.
this season. We're talking about this
Yeah,
season.
he's the one.
Yes,
He's
we are
averaging
talking about this season.
28 points per game on
that's
50%
cool,
field
but-
goal shooting.
Well,
Jokic
KD
averaging 25
averages.
points
Will you
per
shut
game.
up, please?
30
Okay.
and
No, we
Y'all-
will not.
y'all ain't even
Let
let me
him
talk.
talk. Can you let him talk?
Y'all
bro?
ain't
We
even
didn't
let
do
me
this
talk.
to
Y'all
y'all.
don't give
y'all.
a
Only
frick.
put
What
him
the
in
fuck?
Shut up.
Grizzlies fan. Shut up.
We
Yes,
didn't
you
do
are.
this to y'all. Let him talk. We didn't do this to y'all.
He's had good efficiency numbers from this year. He's had low fouls. He's played great on defense, and he's leading his team again to the 2 seed.
Well, he's
got
also
no
another
other
player
All-Stars
leading
on
team
his
to the
team.
1 seed.
He's got no other All-Stars on his team.
I love how Brock said
Don't.
let us talk as in Grizzlies fans. And they were talking about Ja at number 1.
Alright, so I'm up
Yo, shut
now,
the frick
and I
up.
have 2 things. I'm gonna be out of the John Morant thing because I haven't seen him play 1 game this year. So I'm just gonna, I'm like, you guys are lucky I can put him on the list because I haven't seen him. And then I put Steph at number 1. Same as Caleb.
Respectable.
Sure, I'll change my number 1. James Harden, number 1.
Wait,
That's
who's his
fine.
number 1? I didn't hear what he said. Sorry.
He was joking.
Steph.
No, who did Baron say?
He
Steph.
said Steph Curry.
Oh, okay. Alright, y'all.
I was debating between
Ja
Ja and
Morant.
Steph.
My number one player is John Morant.
Freaking biased Grizzlies fans.
I
Good
just-
night.
This is